Hi everyone. So it's 7:30 at night. I'm going to pull a little bit of a late one today. I just have a ton of goals that I'm trying to reach and yeah, so I'm getting there. I feel really good about it. I have personal goals and business goals. So I got some pumpkin bread made upstairs. I got homemade spaghetti sauce made. Let's see, what else did we do? I guess that's it. I cleaned out the fridge. There was just one or two little things that got away from me that I had to, throw out. And otherwise, yeah, I am trying to go through my pantry, make sure nothing gets outdated. I like to cook, so for me, it's worth it. If you're selling on eBay full time and making $25 to $100 an hour, and you don't like to cook, then maybe it isn't worth your time. But for me, it's relaxing. So. I went up there and got that done. I know I made the video this morning of my shipping video. Thankfully, I have like 7 more orders right now. I'm not going to ship those. We'll ship those in the morning. I have too much else I want to show you. But anyway, I'm glad that sales are coming in. So I ended up not getting much farther than what I talked about on my last video. I launched 15 today. I have 5 scheduled for tomorrow. And then I have a ton still right under my feet that I have not launched since I talked to you. It's okay, except that when you see all that I'm going to pull out of my store, I have 8 or 10 items that are the oldest items that I am going through and editing, and these just are never going to sell. Definitely all the jeans in this group of the editing that I'm going to do are from that free estate sale group. And I made so many, I must have made $2,000 out of those free tubs of pants that she gave me. Because there weren't any big E, but there were lots of USA made Levi's. And it was during COVID, and I don't know, maybe people were working outside. I have no idea, but I sold them like crazy. They weren't all Levi's. Some of them were vintage Lee and things like that. But these are the vintage Levi's. A lot of them that are just too damaged. They either have holes in the inseam or all kinds of things. And at the time, I was not a real big jeans seller. I was just picking up anything that I could during COVID. So I was trying to learn like which jeans can have damage, where can the hole be, what still sells. And I've learned a lot more since then, especially from being on Tech and Chris's group. There's a guy on the group. He's very good. I won't throw out his name or anything. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but anyway, he's really good at jeans, and he tells you where the washout needs to be, what whiskering is, where the holes can be, sizes that are more popular. So I haven't even gotten through all of his calls that he does. He does all kinds of calls once a week on Friday. I haven't even gone back and listened to even a portion of what he's put out, but the couple of episodes I caught really taught me a lot. And these, a lot of these jeans have holes in the inseam, which I'm not on a pair of big E's. I mean, who cares, right? On a certain pair of Levi's, or if they're vintage enough, then that doesn't matter. But these are not that old, and they're just too damaged. It's nothing that I would list or buy now, but hey, it was free, first of all. I was speed listing these, just, I had basically the same listing, and I was just selling similar and changing a few details that matched the items. And so each one of these would have taken me less than 5 minutes to list, because that's all I had that week was just all those free jeans. And so, my time was minimal, and I sold hundreds of other pair that aren't here. So I don't feel bad about it, but it's time. It's been 2 years. I think that was 2 summers ago. I don't think it was 3. With COVID and everything else, I kind of lost track, honestly, of when I got those free jeans. I could ask my son, and he might remember. He helped me load them, so I'm sure he did too. And she wanted her tubs. So, and I was not leaving without them. People were like, seeing what I was loading, and they were looking in there, and they were like, oh, but I got there first. So, and we couldn't load them fast enough, because it was actually more than 8 tubs, but it was so many tubs. I think it was 8 stacked in 2, stacked up against the wall of this farmhouse, not a shed. What do you call it? out building a barn on the side of her barn, and she had put them out there. She had Barbies and all kinds of really nice older stuff in the barn, and that's where my son was getting Barbies that he either sold on Amazon or sold on eBay. I don't remember because I wasn't helping him list his stuff then. And anyway, long story short, I'm like, you know, hurry up because I need your help loading these. People are trying to like take them because all of them said free, you know, and so I'm sure people are thinking, well, you know, they say free doesn't mean you get them all. So I tried to go around, take all the stickers off. It was a great day. I mean, but we had to quit garage sailing early because my jeans just took up all the space. But it was well worth it. We both made our money just from that one sale. I think I got some Barbies. I was out in the back barn first looking at the Barbies, and then for some reason, you know, there was just stuff everywhere. I went out and looked, and then I just kind of left a lot of the Barbies. I knew he would cover that, and he's really good at that stuff. Anyway, so I am pulling a lot of stuff. That's the point, is that I'm pulling a lot of stuff, and so I'm going to have to list more items tomorrow. I've got them already. If you watched my video before, you'll know that my VA had 30 done today, and I've launched maybe 10 of what he has done. He did finish, so there are at least 20 more items that I need to get launched tonight if I can. I was going to schedule them all out. I was going to schedule, let's see, 5 more for tomorrow, 10 for Saturday, 10 for Sunday, because I have about 25 or 30 left of my own that I photoed last night and I don't have done yet. And that's what I was going to do, but I am pulling so many that I think between tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to launch 10 extra, you know, more than I thought I was going to. So if I can get this done and I still have any ounce of me left at all, I'm going to come back down and launch 5 more before midnight, so that I'm going to go up and have a date night with my hubby. We're going to start that series on Freebie called Leverage. Now, I watched the first thing of Leverage. It was on, what, Netflix or something. So I've watched all that, but on Freebie, they got the crew all back together. They got the whole cast of the show back together, and they have, you know, Leverage all over again. And so we're going to try it out. I used to like the old show. What was that, 5 or 8 years ago now? I don't even know. They all look the same. They don't look like they've aged, so it can't be that long ago. But anyway, I know I didn't watch that during COVID. It's got to be 5 or 8 years ago since I've watched Leverage. So anyway, I'm excited about that. So we have a date night here for about 45 minutes in a while, and then I'll come back down and finish up a little bit of work, and he'll do some reading probably. So first after I did my shipping video, I went and took the shipping, and I just had to drive by the thrift shop and see if they were open, and they were. I didn't know because a lot of stuff is still closed around here today. So anyway, I spent $10.54, so we have a little mini haul today. And it's funny what you will find here. Like, you know, I was just going to get out because other than the post office, that's literally the only place I've had to go all week. Like, it's been a blizzard, and they weren't open yesterday, and they were really busy today, like busier than normal. I can see that other people wanted to get out too, so who knows what I missed, because I didn't get there till 11 or something like that. But anyway, so I found a couple things. One Bolo item that I've been looking for. I've only known about this brand 6 weeks or something. I'm always behind the 8 ball. I'm trying to listen to all of you guys who, you know, I try to follow you back if you're a YouTube person, and I try to learn these brands as fast as I can, but as you know, they change, the trends change, what's popular changes, so it is hard for me to keep up. But anyway, I have a Bolo in there, so that in the you know, remotest place in the United States, other than, I don't know, some jungle somewhere, which isn't in the U.S. probably, but I don't know. This is about as barren as you can get to find that brand, so that's what's funny. So anyway, I spent probably 30-40 minutes. A lot of it is talking to the ladies down there, so it's hard to know how much time I actually spent looking through, but I touched every single piece of clothing in that place except for the children's. The children's, I just kind of ran my hand down and looked. Right now in the children's, I'm looking for, you know, a Marmot jacket, or I guess I've heard that Hello Kitty pajamas are a thing right now. If I would have seen some really kind of real fancy Easter dress, I might have stopped to take a look and just see if it's something that either my niece would want or that I can give to consignment. Their children's clothes are real cheap, but I looked at every other pair of shoes, every other clothing item in that store. And there are a few things I want, but they've got them really high priced. They've got a wall maker vest that they want 20 on. What else? There's 3 or 4 things, some really pretty Chicos, believe it or not, but they've got like 12 or 15 on it, so I just can't make it on that. But they're bigger size Chicos, and they're really nice. So I think they'll get it, and it's fine. Well, anyway, let's get to it. This is Lawrence Kazar. It's a large. It's fully silk. I have another piece in my store right now. It's a pretty similar dress, only it's blue. I actually do pretty good on these. When I looked up comps again, just to make sure, because I'm really being careful with my cash flow right now, it looked like there were like 15, something like that, available, and I want to say 7 had sold. So it's only about a 50 or 60% sell-through rate, but on this kind of a dress, I think that's actually really good. I sell these quite well. I may end up hanging on to this until Christmas or something. I don't know. But anyway, I paid $3. Dresses are $3. And just a tip, if you're going to list these, I always do check the sequins and the beading, and I check for any big amounts missing before I buy it. But in the listing, I never promise that there's not a sequin missing. I always say, you know, checked really well. However, there could be, you know, some sequins or beading missing, but no huge areas of beads or sequins missing. And that's what I do, and I've never had a return on these. So yeah, so this would be a cute party dress. The problem is, you know, it's not really a wedding type dress that you would wear. I guess it's more of like a night out kind of, it's kind of a bodycon fit, I guess. It's a little bit of a bodycon style, and these are always lined. So anyway, for $3, I'm going to put 45 on this. I'm not going to try to get, you know, some huge amount, but 45 bucks is good. And right now, I need stuff to replace all this low-end stuff. I'm going to make you wait till the end for the other one. I only got 4 things. This is just a bra for my consignment customer. I need to ask her, like I know, this is just play text, but I know some ladies like this style. So I'm going to ask her if she wants it. It was $1. Bras are $1 there. And then this is Tommy John Second Skin crossback bralette. Now, Second Skin, if you ever see it in Victoria's Secret, is like a grab and run type thing, is my understanding. I've never found it. So now when I see Second Skin, I'm like, ooh, I better check it out. So I'm going to look this up and just make sure. I have no commitment to my bra lady, as I call her. There's no commitment that she gets every bra I find. We don't have that kind of an agreement. I get her all the bras I possibly can. And so for that reason, I don't really sell bras at all. But if I found like a $100 bra, I'm not dumb. I'm going to probably keep that for myself. But I don't think this is anything. If you know, let me know. I'm going to check that out here in a minute. And then if not, I'm going to put it in my bra pile for my lady. All right, guys, here we go. I was really happy. I would have totally probably not even looked this up 6 weeks ago. I don't know who to attribute for keep banging in my head that this is worth something. I don't know, but I've heard several people talk about it. So I was super happy. This is my first American Giant. Woohoo for me. And it's American Giant Storm. It's a medium. It's a hoodie. Looks like it's in good condition. I didn't even know the logo. Honestly, I didn't even see this. I just was going through every piece of clothing trying to find something. They have pants in there for $1 right now. but there's just nothing that I could even pick up. I left some things, like if I really was snowed in next week, there is some J. Jill that is in bigger sizes. It's kind of cute, that I would pay $3 for if I had to, but I find J. Jill at the bins all day long, so I'm not going to do that. And then there's a pair of Wrangler FR fire resistant pants. They're probably, I think they charge $4 for men's jeans or something like that, and I could sell them for $18, but you know, I'm leaving those there, let someone else get them. If I get desperate another week, then I'll go in and pick up some of those other brands. But anyway, this was great, out in the middle of Wyoming, in the middle of nowhere. Someone, you know, gave me a gift, even with damage, just to say I had this in my store. I would have picked it up, but so far, with the time I've had looking it up, it looks to be in great condition. So I am very excited to finally find that brand. It made my day because I can't really go sourcing till I can get out of here, which will probably be minimum of tomorrow, and I'm not going to go. I'm going to wait till Monday. I have too much to do. I have too much good stuff so that needs listed. But yeah, it made my day to find like a real home run. A real home run here. I'm always looking for teaks and things that they may not know. You know, they know their Western brands really well, or at least any Western looking thing. You're not going to necessarily get that cheap. But I'm always thinking, you know, teaks or, you know, like that kind of thing. That was good. All right, guys, so I have 24 items I want to talk to you about. This is an editing video. In my title, I'll put mini haul and then editing video. I am pulling a huge amount out of the 24 items, and the reason I did 24 is because then I have another box that can be labeled, that it's done, and that I'm keeping. So I'm doing one box at a time, cramming it as full as I can with the stuff I am keeping. Then I'm marking the date on it. And then in 2 months, when spring and summer consignment starts being a thing at this consignment store, if these have had 2 or 3 more months and they still haven't moved, then a lot of this is going to become my consignment money. And I make a lot of money to shop with, to buy better things with my consignment money. One of the biggest items of clothing that I've ever sold there was $600, and I found it at that consignment store. It was a Ralph Lauren kind of Hawaiian shirt. So I love going to that place. It's so full of clothing that no one can keep up on what's even in there. It has 3 levels to it: vintage, Western, men's, women's, children's, you know, everything. And the problem is they're pretty high priced. Even on a pair of normal jeans, it'll be $6 to $8, which for me is a ton because I'm used to going to the bins. But if I have consignment money to spend, and so I give them some things, let my consignment money build up, and then instead of taking it out and going somewhere else with it, I stay there, because as far as selection of things, you could never, you wouldn't need to go anywhere else. If I could afford everything that they have in there, that could be my only source. I really believe that one store I could get couple hundred pieces a week out of there. They consign stuff and they let you bring 25 items a week. So they have a ton of people who every week just show up trying to make money. It's in a college town, and so a lot of college kids, like, that's their spending money for the week. And you're allowed to take $50 a week out. But for me, I'd rather shop in there just because I'm, you know, it's just such a volume of stuff. All right, guys, let's get started. This is a pair of Levi's. I wrote 540s. Yeah, they are 540s. I'm like, why did I write that? Yeah, 540s. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just really, really faded, except that the one hole they have is right there. And again, I didn't know my jeans. I know that on a really rare pair of jeans, you can have a hole there and it's fine. But these I've had for over 2 years. You know, they're not Big E. I'm just double checking everything as I get rid of it. And so I don't know if I'll even consign these. They do keep a lot of stuff with some wear, but I think I'm just going to donate these. I don't think that I'm even going to give these to the consignment, because I want to keep my reputation with them of bringing them stuff that they really want. they do see me in there with my phone for hours, and it is a privately owned business. It's not like a Goodwill where the manager could care less if you're in there. They could kick me out at any time. It's like a family run thing. And so I just want to keep on their good graces. I want to give them things that they're really excited about. So I try to get lots of Columbia and lots of things that they like. All right, this is the next one. Same problem here. This is a pair of Levi's. They don't say what kind. Let's see. These are made in Mexico. They're not USA made. They're straight leg relaxed. They're okay. They're just kind of faded, but then again, they have that, they're about to have a hole right there. So, I decided to just give up on them. They've had 2 years, and I was taking offers on any of this stuff really low. Like, I would have taken a $3 offer, and I've had them marked down, like, even before any offers. I've had these at like $7, $8, and I just have not gotten any movement on them. So it's time to go. These jeans are taking up a huge amount of my space. Now, even though space isn't an issue yet, I have about 100 things I want to get into my inventory in the next 4 days. And, it's going to become a problem. And I just need things to have some hope of moving. And I've looked up the comps on a lot of these, and they just aren't going to move. Not under these circumstances. So this is a pair of 550s. Relaxed fit, and same thing, just a lot of inseam wear. That is a hole, or it's about to be a hole, and then a lot of inseam wear. If they were cuter, then I would keep them, but there's not really, any kind of real fashion to it. There is a little bit of washout and a little bit of whiskering, but I don't think, that it's that cute. They're not button fly. I know people who could, get $200 out of this pair of jeans, but I've had them in my store. I've tried to put the, for a while I was putting grunge. Then I put distressed, at different times that I've edited these. I tried to put like cool sounding words for grunge and distress, and they're still just not moving. I haven't donated them yet. If you know of something that I can do to those, I've still got the listings. They're in my ended thing. If you can think of some word that's going to get those sold for, $8 or more, let me know. These are a pair of Rustlers. Again, I was pounding out these jeans listings like just, every 4 to 5 minutes. These are just, nothing fancy. These do have just a little hole there, but for work jeans, I think that these will, consign okay. I'll probably only get $2 back, but, they do sell Rustlers there, so I'm going to go ahead and donate these to the consignment. All right, let's see where we're at. $13.39. I'm getting rid of lots of Levi's. Okay, this is a pair of women's, and, these are slimming straight. These had some kind of a flaw. I forgot what the flaw was now. I think it's just, a lot of excessive wear. Men's jeans, some washout is okay, and some intentional distressing on women's is okay. But, there was something with these. I don't know. I have flaw in the title. I think it's this right here. There's like this puckering right in the inseam right there. So, yeah, I just went ahead and got rid of it. It's pretty snagged there. So I've tried these for 2 years. These were listed. They were available to the whole world for over 2 years, and they haven't sold. Okay, so I'm going to start with a few things I am keeping. I only kept 1 box full out of these 24 items. So these are really cute. These are a pair of silk Tommy Bahama pants. I don't think I really had them priced too high. I don't think that there was really a problem with them. They're a size 8. I have all kinds of different keywords that I've changed at different times, but these are kind of more capri length or cropped length. I've had Candy Stripe. I think that was the name that people were calling these at the time. But since these are 100% silk and summer is coming, you know, they have pockets. They're really cute. I lowered the price and put 15% promoted listing. And I put earth tones. So I changed my keywords, made sure my title structure was the way that I want it in the certain order that I think works best. And then I put earth tones and upped my promoted listings to 15%. Okay, let's see here. This, I'm keeping my poly bags, you know, get 10 cents back there, right? This is a good brand. This is George F. Couture. Sorry, I can't talk. This is size 14, so that's a good size. It's a really nice kind of velour pencil skirt. The problem is that, you know, the back clasp there, the zipper works great, but you would need a button or another clasp there because this part works, but then this part is missing. So, you know, I've had 5 views on this since I messed with it the last time in November or December, and it's just not going to sell, I think, with that clasp. But this will sell at the consignment store, so I'm going to go ahead and consign this. I need some more winter stuff anyway, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I looked this brand up. Now, this is not Kavoo with a V, because that is a halfway decent outdoor brand. This is Kanu, K-A-N-U. And it's just a pair of swim trunks. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these. They're just cargo swim trunks. But I looked up the comps, and right now, I know it's the middle of winter, but right now there's 344 active and 30 sold. So even if that went through the roof and 5 times itself, this is still less than a 50% sell-through rate. I'm thinking it's more like a 10% sell-through. And the consignment store needs swim trunks, and I'm going to put these in my summer consignment pile, and then I'll get some money for those. I just want them out of my store. I've got really good stuff behind me to list, and this stuff is weighing down my store. So I'm sure most of you know this if you're a reseller and you're watching me, but if you are a new reseller, your whole store is like an entity as far as eBay is concerned. And so like on Amazon, if you have one good listing and the rest is junk, that one listing can still perform well as long as your feedback is good and all of that. But on eBay, if you have an eBay store, it sees your store as a store, and eBay does care whether people keep coming to your store and seeing the same old thing that is not selling. And it's common sense. eBay doesn't make money if items are sitting on eBay, just sitting there and no one is buying them. So eBay does knock down not just those listings, but you have a store sell-through rate. You don't just have a sell-through rate on each listing, you have a sell-through rate in your store. And so all of these items that I've had for 2 years, and I've ended, I've sold similar, I've changed them around, I've messed with the title, even though I'm selling similar and I'm getting a new number, I don't think eBay's dumb. I mean, if I were to have rephotoed some of these, maybe eBay would think it was another listing, but since I'm not willing to take new photos of any of these items, for 2 years, these have kind of weighed down my percentage on the stuff that flips fast. And I have a very fast sell-through rate, even in spite of all of this. I sell most months, I sell almost equal items to the amount that I have listed over a 90-day period. And so if you look at all the items that aren't selling at all, I have a really high sell-through because these items just are never going to sell. And again, I don't have any regrets if you're new to my channel. I did a lot of things during COVID to just keep my store going. A lot of this was given to me free, or it was just pennies at garage sales. Of course, the bins weren't open and a lot of Goodwills weren't open for quite some time. So I sold tons of stuff just like this that did move during COVID, or the better parts of the stuff that was given to me, it sold right away. I wouldn't even say it was a mistake to list all this. I think that 1 out of 25 items not selling is kind of always going to happen. I think the problem is that it's taken me so long to get back in and figure it out. And I think that's where the problem comes in. So that's my lecture for the day. Most of you already know that. Common sense. But if you are new, I don't think a lot of people realize how eBay looks at your whole store as a whole. Now these, let's see. These I had to find. These were not listed on eBay, so I had to go to Ink Frog and find them. And they are just an everyday pair of modern, you know, shorts. And when I went to Ink Frog, before these ended, these are a size 14, so they're a good size. But before these ended, whenever they ended, at least according to Ink Frog, I had $114 on these things. And there is nothing about these that is worth $114. So I don't know if I saw the error in the pricing and ended it and then just thought I had relisted them and I didn't. Or I know no one purchased to buy these for $114 and did not follow through. So what had actually happened with these, I do not know, but I put them back up for $8.50, and I upped my promoted listing. So that is more the range that these should sell in. I know I could wait forever and get, you know, 15 if I really wanted to wait, but I want to just get any money out of this older stuff I can. I'm tired of looking at it. Even these Levi denim shorts, I probably would not pick these up again. They just don't have the 100% sell-through that is always my goal. Even if I don't meet it, I do try to have equal solds to equal active. And these don't meet that. But since I've already listed them, done the work, if I can get $3 or $4 out of them, I will be happy. All right. Now we have a pair of Puma. Is it Puma? Is it Puma or Puma? I don't even know. I don't know if I've ever said it out loud. I mean, I know what they are, but Puma, I think. Yeah, Puma. All right. If I'm wrong, tell me. Sorry about that. So these are just a really nice pair of men's kind of golf shorts. Really nice. These were listed, but I think I had them at 13 or 14. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't think I had as good a keywords as I use now. So I went in and I put more, you know, golf, flat front, chino, pockets. There was another keyword that I thought, oh man, I can't believe I didn't use that before. But anyway, I upped the promoted listing and I put $8.99 on these. These are a size 32. The sell-through rate on Puma golf shorts are not huge. I would not pick these up again. But I should be able to sell them at $8.99. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, next one I'm pulling. All right, these are just Adidas sweatpants. I do sell Adidas sweatpants, you know, at the $9.99 mark, unless they're a bigger size or are older. Then older Adidas, or especially USA made Adidas, or, you know, the trefoil Adidas, that's a whole different thing. This is just a normal pair of sweatpants. I can list these things in seconds because I already have sell similar listings. So at the time, I was going through and just powering out the athletic wear, and you know, people were into leisure wear. I'm not saying they aren't now. These are still pretty popular. Let's see, are these zip? These aren't really joggers, but they just have the end of the ankle there. But when I got these home from, I don't know, I don't think it would have been the bins, because I don't know if the bins was open. But anyway, the drawstring was messed up. Someone would have had to rethread it. And there was a little bit of dirt wear on the white stripes. So I tried, you know, I went ahead and just powered them out because I already have this listing basically done. And so I just added photos. And I just never could get them to sell. So I just went ahead and pulled them. I'll probably donate these to consignment. For someone just looking for pajamas or something, they'll put these up probably for $5. I might get $2 out of these. We'll see. All right, let's see here. All right, so this is almost as bad as you know, having $114 Levi pants, or jeans, but these are just Greg Norman black golf pants. I don't want to unroll them because I don't want to get hair on them. I just rollered these all off again after I looked at them and tried to decide why I have these. Let's see, I had them for, I want to say I had them for $10, so that was good, but I had priority flat rate shipping on these, so I had these in a padded flat rate mailer, even though they're only about 13.5 ounces. So, in other words, I was charging, you know, $8 or $9 on shipping when $6 is plenty, or $6.75, I think is what I charged on this for shipping now, because they are on the higher end. But anyway, I lowered the price to $8. I upped my promoted listings to 15%, and then I corrected the shipping, and I put them in a different bag. All right, let's see. What are these here? Is this it? Nope. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, why are these highlighted in blue? I don't know my own system right now. Okay, so I highlighted these in blue because these were not listed. So anything that's highlighted in blue that I have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items out of the 24 were not even listed. So that explains why they weren't selling, right? So anyway, these are just a pair of Nike gym shorts. They're men's 2XL, which is a good size. The band is good. You know, I always go like this at the bins to make sure they don't have, you know, a crunch sound, because that means this is all worn out. I'm sure you know that. But anyway, nothing wrong with these. No reason that these shouldn't have sold, except that they dropped off the listing. So I put these back on. I upped my promoted to 15%. And because these are a 2XL, I put $14.99 on them. I don't know if I'll get that. I would take an offer for $7 on these, honestly. But I do well with just the big Nike gym shorts. Not big as in 2XL, but baggy. All right, let's see. Okay, Nat Nast used to be a Bolo to me anyway. I thought Nat Nast was a Bolo, but that's been, you know, 2 to 3 years ago, and I don't pick it up anymore. Let's see. So I changed my keywords up. This is like a rayon blend, and so I put that more in the title. I emphasize that it's a nice soft shirt by putting rayon in the title. I forgot, I changed a couple other keywords that I felt like were not incorrect, but just not the best ones. This is just a men's medium. It's not the best size either. So anyway, I lowered my price down to $8.99. I upped my promoted to 15% and messed with the title. So hopefully that will help. Let's see. Okay, this is another thing not listed. If you ever see this, this actually has a little bit more of a thing than, you know, like a desirability. This is called Savage X Fenty. When you go there, prepare yourself. I mean, a lot of the stuff in this brand is, you know, don't let your children see the pictures, put it that way. That's all I'll say. It's kind of, well, you could call it risque, whatever you want to say. These are just pajama bottoms, so these look very minimalist and, you know, like just normal pajama bottoms. But this brand is known for having some really, I don't know, whatever stuff. I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It's fine. It's nightwear, okay? Put it that way. But this is brand new with tags. These were not listed. I've had these a long time. Who knows how long unlisted. Now, right now there's 103 active items in this brand, and 27 have sold. So I would not probably pick it up again, but that's great. These should sell. It's 1 out of 3. So I left these at about $24 because they do have a following, and I just kind of messed with my title a little bit, and then just having them listed is probably the key to selling these. Okay, let's see. All right, so these are another pair. You know, I think during COVID, I was you know, doing clothing full time for once. Like I've never been a full-time clothing reseller. I'm still like 90% and then 10% hard goods. I'm trying to get to 100%. But anyway, that's just what I started to find. And then, you know, I just knew that that was going to be something that I could learn to power out. And I joined the Reseller Nirvana group shortly after that. And so I'm learning what can have a stain and still sell and what really can't, or where it can be. And obviously this is a bad place for stain. It's near the back pocket. I wouldn't even call it a stain. I think it's more like a, you know, when you iron your pants and it gets that kind of iron, maybe put too much starch and it just discolors it. I don't know, but it's slightly visible. It wouldn't even necessarily be that visible when wearing, but these are just Greg Norman shorts, so these cannot sustain a stain like a cool pair of pants, KUHL, or even a Columbia maybe, or definitely maybe a Patagonia could sustain a little stain in the same place. But these are a dime a dozen, and they're, you know, they're pleated, which I think can sell okay. But anyway, long story short, I've had these on forever with the stain. You know, I don't think they're going to sell, and so I went ahead and just pulled these. I'm gonna consign those. Sorry, my hair is all messed up. I can feel it like in a weird place. So I'm gonna go ahead and consign those. I think some people won't care. Like on a boat, you know, a lot of people wear that style like for boating, and not necessarily everybody wears cargo. I think someone might wear those and just think it's an extra pair of hiking shorts, even for some people. Okay, so let's see here. RBX leggings. I guess I kept those. These are really cute. I love these. If these were my size, I'd wear them to work out in. I think they're darling. They have a darling print. Just really cute. They're kind of a, well, I don't know if they're full-size leggings or more cropped, but either way, I knew at the time. I looked at what the inseam was. Let's see, 1,200 active and 254 are sold. So 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5. So not bad for something I already bought. The mistake I made on these, I think, is that they say very clearly extra large right there. And extra large was not in my listing. I had the waist and the inseam measurements, but I didn't put extra large. So most people who buy RBX are going to be looking for their size that they're used to buying, which is a large, extra large, whatever. So I corrected that, because these feel like they've almost never been worn, and they're nice and soft. So I fixed my listing. You know, it was an obvious reason why someone might type in RBX leggings extra large and mine wouldn't come up, because that was nowhere, not even in the item specifics. I think I had the waist measurement. So I don't know how that got by me, because extra large is in bold print on these. So I don't know what I did. But anyway, I am up to the promotion anyway. And I want to say I put 10 bucks on these. They can sell for more, but you know, if I've had something for 2 years, I need to get my money back. All right, let's see. Now, these are just as cute, I think. That's the thing with leggings, is that the ones I think are cute, you know, the brand just goes nowhere. So these are, let's see if I can say this, Adrienne Vittadini, and they're Adrienne Vittadini Sport in a large. And they're just real cute, but in leggings, this brand has 0 solds, like in the leggings. It's just going nowhere. So I'm just going to take this to consignment. Like I've, as you can tell, I'm trying to eke out any hope of anything selling, and this is not. These have 151 active and 3 sold in the last 90 days. So that'll be great for the consignment store, though. All right, we have another, let's see here. We have another Nat Nast shirt. I think it still has enough of a following that I decided to keep it. This one is a modal blend. Or what is it? Yeah, modal blend. And it's a large button front Nat Nast shirt. Really cute. If it doesn't sell, maybe I'll give it to my husband come summer. If not, I'll consign it. But anyway, I lowered the price to $7.99 and upped my promotions by 15%. unless it has like a real interesting print or it's brand new with tags. And that nast has just kind of fallen out. I would not pick it up anymore. Not right now anyway. Okay, let's see. Mountain khakis. Okay, this is mountain khaki pants. I took these out and I photoed them with a ruler. And these are, I want to say these are men's. What are these? These are relaxed fit. They're a 34-30. And when you measure them out with the ruler, they come out to about 32. So they're, you know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches shorter than what the tag says. So I think that's kind of part of the problem. But anyway, they're just nice khakis. They are not cargo, but I put Gorp Core in there, and I upped my promoted to 15%. I felt like my photos weren't the best on this, and so it took me, you know, 2 minutes to take my phone, rephoto them. I ended this, saved it into drafts, and then put the new photos in, and I made some title adjustments. I tried to, you know, make sure that I emphasized that these were hiking or outdoor pants. And mountain khakis used to be a huge pickup. Like, I want to say even just 3 or 4 years ago before COVID. But now I can't hardly move mountain khaki. I think in a coat, if they had one, I might look twice and look it up. But in the pants, I even have a pair of pants that have reinforced legs on the front. You know, they're more heavy duty, like that you would wear out in the brush or something. And I think I did end up finally getting 15 on those, but I'm having trouble. Maybe other people aren't, but I am. Okay, another item that was not listed. So these are just plain old Wrangler jeans. Wrangler jeans do sell really well for me if I list them, because I listed a ton of these when I got those free jeans. But I can't get more than like 12 plus shipping, and that's by waiting a while. So on these were unlisted. So I, let's see. I don't think I would have listed these at $17.50 unless, oh yeah, actually I thought these had a real cool look to them. Now this is what the guy on the group talks about. So you can see the whiskering. So this is really desirable. And then you can see the washout. Now the only downside is whether someone wants the hole. But these have a really cool look to them actually. They have the fade in the right place. I can see, you know, some young guy wearing these who either in the West, you know, out here where I live, they just kind of have that look. And I've studied with that guy on the group and learned that so just because of where the fade is, I think that these are a cool pair in my mind. So even though they're Wrangler, I put all of those keywords. I put whiskering, I put washout, and then I don't think these are USA made. I don't think. Yeah, actually they are. These are made in the US. So anyway, I fixed my listing. I thought my photos were good. I think that they've always been good on this pair. So we'll see. I put them at $17.50 plus shipping. I upped my promoted to 15% after I found them unlisted, and we'll see if anybody else agrees that they're cool. If not, I mean, I would still take an offer of 10 just because I've had them so long, but that's the kind of look that I'm going for. Okay, let's see, what did I do with you? Oh yeah, this is a really cute, just vintage pink skirt. It's the kind of shape of a skirt that if someone wanted to glue the poodles on, or not glue, but sew, you know, this would be like a poodle skirt, only it doesn't have anything on it. But it's just a darling flare skirt. But I think it's like any other vintage. The waist is really small. It says it's a size 7, which, I mean, I think with this waist measurement, you know, you're looking at more of a 4. Something like that. This brand also has absolutely no following, not in just a simple skirt anyway. So I looked, and there's absolutely no solds in this brand in the last 90 days. But this is the kind of thing that for Easter or something like that at that consignment store that some of the trendy gals who are in college, you know, this kind of, I mean, this is probably a Y2K type thing, wouldn't you say? 90s, late 90s maybe. So I'm going to get this to the consignment store this week. Anyway, so I think it'll sell there, and it's just not moving. By the way, that was not listed, so I thought, oh, okay, good, another item not listed. I'm going to list it. And then when I looked at the sell-through and my chances of selling it on eBay, I just changed my mind. Got it out of there. Let's see here. Where are we? This is another item that I think is darling. I think it's very unique. It's a 3D brand belt. I'm trying to find it. I don't even know where it says that. But anyway, that's the brand name of it is, oh, here we go. 3dbelts.com. And I think it's studded. I think it's a great Western kind of look. It's riveted, maybe, yeah, studded or riveted, either one. I just could not get it sold. Right now in this brand, there are 86 available and 3 sold. So I'm going to take this to that consignment store. I'll get some money for this. They'll put probably $15 on this. So I'll still get 7 or 8. I don't remember where I got it. If it was a garage sale, I have no remembrance. These things are 2 years old, if not more. Let's hope not. All right, guys, I got one more item. I thought I could do 100 of these a day. You know, I thought I was going to do 100 a day all week and film it and, you know, then do my listing on top of it. And I am not cutting it. I think it just takes a little bit longer to edit a listing. So it's almost like listing 25 items right now, except for the ones I pulled. But, you know, you're making decisions. I'm having to just do a lot of stuff related to getting through this. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 100 a day, not with listing. I think if I wasn't trying to list other items or new items. These are just Polo Ralph, let's see, these are Ralph Lauren Sport. So these are a women's 6. They're just a nice lightweight. I didn't even check what fabric these are. Let's see. I don't think these are linen. I should have checked that for my listing, double check that. I think they're just cotton. Yeah, 100% cotton. But there's not a thing wrong with them. They do have the cuff. Anyway, these were listed, but I put $11.50 on them since they're just cotton and I've had them forever. And then I put a 15% promoted listing, and I did work on my title structure. My title structure wasn't the best. I think that these would have been a little bit hard to find. So we'll see, but I would still take an offer of 5 on these. I just, I've had them a long time, but I think now that I fixed my title and refreshed everything that I should be able to get $10 at least. On Ralph Lauren pants in a bigger size, these are a size 6, so that isn't the ideal size. If these were in a 14, I think they would have been gone by now. So, all right, guys, I am going to list now, and then when my husband comes home, we'll watch our show, and then I'm going to come back down and finish my listing. So, anyway, let me know what you think I should have done on some of these items. If you have any tips on those first few pair of Levi's that have the hole in the wrong place, let me know. I think I'm just going to donate those, or I don't even know if the thrift wants them. They'll probably throw them away. I don't know. Maybe I should just toss them. But anyway, I'm going to get to consignment all that I can. And tomorrow I'm going to try to do another 25 items. I have a lot less listing to do tomorrow because I'm already 5 ahead. And I'm going to try to get it done tonight if I have any energy left and if I can get down here at a decent time. So I should have my listing done very, very early in the morning. And then I should be able to concentrate on doing some more editing in my store. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're new, thank you. Please subscribe if you could. It helps my channel a lot. Click that like button and leave me a comment just about anything, any of my other videos. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Have a good day, guys. Oh, and I had a couple new subscribers today. Thank you. I have no way to know who you are or how to thank you, but if you're listening, thanks for subscribing. Bye-bye.